What up, guys? You read the title. I got today's video right because I was on YouTube, mindlessly scrolling, which is already my first problem. But I clicked on this video and it was about how women are more homophobic to men than straight men are to homophobic men, right? And it was a topic that I've never really thought of, right? So, I was kind of interested. I clicked on it. I wanted to know why, and that was my mistake. So it was this guy kind of narrating his side, and he brought up multiple clips from the internet, and a lot of them were hateful, right? And a lot of them, like, there were so many new derogatory terms I've learned that social media has created up that I didn't even know existed because I'm not on that side of negative, like, homophobic YouTube. And the guy making the video, he wasn't homophobic, but he was just arguing his side on the problem with all this homophobia, and he was bringing up clips from homophobic women. And it's like, bro, like, this just, I feel like I was watching almost like brain rot, because first of all, it was so hateful. And I'm off social media, I don't have TikTok or Instagram, but it just showed me kind of a glimpse into those apps. And these people, like, the clips he pulled up, they were just so hateful. And honestly, they were so ignorant. It, like, the words I was hearing coming from their mouth, you could only find on social media, because I don't think any of these people would say this stuff in real life where there would be consequences, right? And the point of this video isn't about homophobia and whether women are more homophobic to gay men than men are to gay men. That's not the point. The point is that putting down the phone might solve all your problems, like the title reads. Because, I don't know, watching this video, I was just so, like, I felt it kind of got me in a bad mood where, I had my take on it, while I'm watching the video, like, I have my thoughts. And I'm almost like imagining myself in a fake argument with a fake person that doesn't exist, arguing my side. And it got me almost kind of like riled up. And it was just from a couple TikTok clips. And I can just imagine when you're on TikTok and when you're on Instagram and especially Twitter, when you're on Twitter and you just see so much hateful things coming from accounts that you'll never know who the real person is. And that's why there's so much hate on these apps, because it's not real. Like, these people, I bet these people that you're getting mad at don't go outside. But it just ruins, I'm trying to get at is that social media ruins so much of your peace. Like, there are so many bad effects that social media gives you, right? And honestly, I haven't been affected by it because it's been probably a year since I got rid of all social medias. I just have YouTube, and even then, YouTube Shorts kind of cooks my brain. But I can just imagine how hateful and how much worse I would be mentally if I was on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. It's just, I don't know. I just had to make this video. I had to get these thoughts out because I just couldn't fathom how toxic these apps are. And I knew that they were toxic, right? That's why I deleted them in the first place. But just seeing a 25-minute video and all these clips being popped up, I'm like, bro, like, social media is not a real place. Social media is not nothing. Even if you agree or disagree with the topic that I was watching, the YouTube video I was watching, the way these people are trying to get their point across from both sides, explain it in the exact same way, they are so hateful and insulting towards the other side, where I just sit back and think, like, do these people even want to make a change in society, or do they just want to insult the other side for disagreeing with them? Because sure, both sides have their opinions that are very different, but they are explaining it and they carry the same emotion, the same tone as each other. So it's like, we'll never meet in the middle, we'll never agree when both sides are just spewing hate and spewing these terms like punk with an O. I didn't even know what that meant until today. And it's like, I don't know the history. Maybe this has been a word for years, for decades, I don't know. But it's like there's just so many new terms where it's like, bro, is this even real? Or did these words, like, I don't know. I have no idea. But that was just a reminder to me that I am glad I do not have Twitter, especially Twitter. Twitter is like a war zone. So glad, even Instagram, because Instagram is like a comparison, low self-esteem machine that lowers your self-esteem, that makes you compare, that makes you think you're behind in life, that would just waste so much time. And I can't help to think that all these people, let's go back to the YouTube video I was watching, all these people, how many of their opinions and the perspective of the whole situation was influenced by another person online? Like, I feel like I feel like most of these people, they don't even think for themselves. They just see someone on social media making that video and they somewhat agree with it, so they just run with it. So now you have a whole bunch of people spewing their side, being hateful, and they really don't fully understand what they're speaking about. There's just so much influence, and it's not good influence. There's like no, I feel like there's no good role models nowadays on social media. All the popular, like, streamers, those people are not role models. Half the time they're doing things that are subconsciously cooking the children that are watching this. And I feel like everyone knows this, but still, there's no good role models. There's no, I mean, I might be a little dramatic. The title, putting down the phone, probably won't solve all of your problems, right? And on social media, there is, a couple role models. And there is some positives on social media, right? But I feel like the majority, kind of like mainstream social media, is all cooked. It is all cooked, you know? And when you're in it, right, it doesn't seem like that big of a deal. Like, it doesn't seem like that big of a deal that you care about what these celebrities are doing and these athletes and all these controversial takes and all this hate and negativity. It doesn't seem like that big of a deal. Like, it's honestly the normal. Your brain gets used to it and feeds off of it. But once you take a step back, like I did and many other people have done, you realize how much just of a, like, clown show social media is. Like, it is not real, but people put so much energy and so much negative energy into social media. And it's like we spend so much time on social media, and for the majority of people, it's making you no money. You're not learning much. Your problems in life are not getting fixed. So, like I say, putting on the phone might solve all your problems. I think it can solve a decent amount of problems, especially when it comes to kind of your mental health or just the way you perceive things. Because social media, music, just entertainment in general, it subconsciously points you into a wicked perspective. Wicked as in where everything is over sexualized, where there is so much hate, so much ignorance, so much arguing. Everything that is sinful, the mainstream media pushes it, and you consume so much of it, and you're like in this clown show where you look around and you don't even realize the wickedness that you are dwelling in. I feel like I'm talking like a medieval or something right now, but it's just insane. And I've also thought to myself, like, social media has been a thing for what, 2026, probably 20 years, 25 years, right? I don't think our brain knows how to. I know our brain does not know how to process this. It is like if we threw a toaster inside of a blender. The blender does not know what to do when there is a toaster inside of it. It only knows how to blend up fruit and blend up veggies. Our brain does not know how to comprehend or just indulge in this social media doom scrolling slop. Like I don't know. Every time I think about social media, I'm almost dumbfounded with how it's just a wild. It's like a wasteland. It's a wildland. Like I said, it's a wickedness being normalized. So like I said, putting down the phone might solve all your problems. It solved a decent amount of my problems. I still have problems, but social media has definitely helped out my problems. And when I re-download Instagram for some reason, like I'm scrolling on it for like 2 minutes, I just realize how bad it makes me feel. Like I feel terrible. Maybe it's just my feed, but I don't know. I just feel like it's a waste of time. I feel like you really get nothing positive out of it. Sure, you might learn like a fun fact about World War I every couple minutes. You might learn something interesting. You might, find a creator you like. But for the most part, all of that is just excuses to stay on social media, I believe. That's the excuses I made. Like, oh, I learn from it. I get new ideas, new inspiration. But it's like 85% of the time it's brain rot. 15% of the time it's useful information. So I just have to get on here and kind of a rant. Not really a rant, but just my perspective on social media. But that's all I gotta say. Putting down the phone will solve a good amount of your problems. I guarantee it. Give it a shot. But we made sense video. Appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that. Thank you for listening.